Welcome to Get Offset. My name is Emily, and I'm here today to talk about the Goodwood Audio Lift Pedalboard Riser. It's an adjustable pedalboard riser, and I actually still have it in the box. This was sent to me to review a bit ago. Unfortunately, the reason I bought it was kind of in the shop, and I just got it back. So let's go ahead and unbox it and discuss it. So here it is in the box. And here is me opening the box. Ooh. So it's packed pretty well. Let's go ahead and take out this stuff. Trying to get it in my coffee. Pretty easy. I actually opened it upside down. My bad. It comes with plenty of mounting parts. Mounting plates. And this is the riser itself. It seems to be, I think it's aluminum, and it's pretty lightweight. Says lift on the top there, Goodwood Audio on the back. So that's the back, so that's what will be facing the audience. Lift is what you will read until you put things on top of it. It also says Goodwood Lift on the front there. And then you have the plates here. So you have these, whoops, this part goes down, you mount that into your pedal board, and you can adjust how much height you want via these plates. So you can have a little bit of height, or quite a lot. So if you can kind of visualize that, you get quite a bit of lift from this. So you can mount, basically you can mount things underneath this lift, like let's say, ignore that sound, the Fender Engine Room 12, hopefully. Oh my gosh, look at that fit. It fits right underneath that. So the reason I got this is my goal here is to mount my Engine Room 12 by Fender underneath and kind of get either some pedals or perhaps my Milkman the amp on top. So honestly, the Milkman the amp might be running parallel to it. It's a little bit taller, so I might have some pedals running kind of in front of it. Get the vibe there. So it might be kind of looking like pedals behind it, blah, blah, blah. But essentially, so I run the Milkman the amp with my band Sunday Crush. Direct when I can, but I also have an external cab that I run when I can't super duper easily go direct, which is pretty rare, frankly. Most places are pretty well equipped to do that, but I often use it for personal monitoring, though I also now have an IEM system that works in 85 cap venues, so pretty much anywhere it's not DIY. The engine room has in and out, AC in, AC out. So I could just pretty simply run power out through this into my Milkman the amp easily enough. Typically we just have spring reverb running all the time for the Milkman the amp, and then whatever pedals I would just put on top of the Goodwood lift here. So check out the rest of the video. Will show me installing this on my pedal board. I have an older flat pedal board that I got when I started getting into pedals that I still use, which means I can't really mount things underneath it, but it's what I could afford at the time, and I still really love it. It was made by Dolan Designs, a gentleman named Dan Dolan, who I really like. But yeah, this seems pretty self-explanatory. Have plenty of screws and washers, etc. in there. Yeah, this looks pretty easy. I'm on the page right now. Let me look. Yes. Requires no tools. You don't need any tools to adjust the parameter on lift. It uses nuts, rubber washers, and bolts. You just use wing nuts to adjust it. Once you get everything in, there is a manual on the website, which I will be looking at. It didn't come with the, it didn't come in the packaging, but I feel like that's fine. I'm pretty well trained. I think a lot of people are well trained to just go to the website. So, yeah, easy. It has the exact sizes of everything it looks. Yep, M6 bolts, nuts. Yeah. Yeah. So watch the rest of the video to watch me install this. Thanks to Goodwood for sending this to me. I'm very excited. See you in a bit. Alright, so just a quick note before I start with the video from the install. I chose to do a non-hinged mount. You can either do a fixed or a hinged mount of the lift. I am just like, no, I'm not, like, I can understand why you would do a hinged mount. Since I'm just planning on mounting a power supply under there, I don't really intend on it being anything I really need to get into very much, hopefully. I hope I don't regret that. But still, I even now, like after I've installed it, I don't anticipate it being super difficult to like take the screws out and take the thing off and like look at it. It would just be a matter of removing the pedal to the right of the lift. I'll talk about that later. I'm getting too far into it. The other thing is I did not use the drill template on the website. I wish I had. I didn't, because I kind of used, you know, because I was stupid. Use drill templates. I should have done it. It would have made my life a lot easier. I didn't do it. I thought for some reason I did not think about it, but there are instructions and a drill template on the website. It will make your life easier. I decided to make my life difficult. So the difficulties I had in the install were entirely of my own. They were my fault. So keep that in mind as you watch the install. Ultimately, I'm very happy with it. I think it's going to make my life a lot easier. I had been trying to mount a power supply underneath a flat board, which is really, really goofy. So yeah, now I don't have to do that. I haven't Velcroed everything up yet, but I will talk about it in a second. Here is the install. It is a journey. Please go on this journey with me. All right, hello. I have my pedal board ready. I have my, whoops, beep, beep. I have my Milkman, the amp that goes there traditionally. I have my new power supply and lift. I need to decide where I'm gonna put all this. So that's really the question here. So the power supply I'd kind of had up there in the corner during my Sunday Crush show, and that worked. But I don't know if it's gonna work with the Milkman on top and with the lift. So let's take a gander here. Yeah, that's gonna get in the way. So I think I might put the lift obviously underneath. The pedals would go on top of this, so underneath the pedals. So I might put that there or there. Elevate some pedals here, or I would. So I like the Enzo first in the signal chain. I feel like it's more responsive here. I want the halberd early and the dusk early. I usually leave the halberd on, and this I control via this, so I don't really need to access these. So it makes more sense for them to be on the backboard. The amp, likewise, I don't often hit those other switches. So, you know, there you go. So I think it would make more sense to put the lift here, get the power underneath it. I feel like that makes sense. Or, you know, let's go over some things. Yeah, the amp needs to be in the back, for sure. Absolutely 100% amp in the back. The options would, I don't really want to put the amp on the top just because, all right, looking at it like this, I don't know about how well you can see that, but yeah. This is perfect for putting pedals on top of, but I don't really want something that's like bigger than it on top of it. So I think I'm gonna feel good about this decision. So I'm gonna take some of these pedals off the board. I don't think the Albee is necessarily going to live on this board forever. So let's scoosh this there. Yes. I feel good about this decision. I feel good about it. Yeah, I think there's good. There feels pretty good. All right, spatula. All right. The lift is gonna go like that. All right. Gonna grab this and just confirm that that is how it's gonna work. On the inside like that. Yep. That's gonna go on the inside. Nice. These pedals are just gonna go right on the top, like so. And the amp gonna go back there. Nice. I think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna be fantastic. All right. New view again. I'll still have a lot of the access to this slot there, so that's gonna be great. And I am going to, next basically what I need to do is measure where the holes are. I have my screws and everything here, bolts. All right. A lot of extra washers. The screw out. Put them in my little, whoops. All right. I'm gonna find out what bit I should get. All right, so 0.22 an inch. Okay. Great. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Now the scary part is drilling a hole. All right. So I'm just gonna drill the holes for this one. right, so it looks like it's gonna fit. Oops. So there we go. I've gotten that all figured out, situated out. That's pretty well in there. So this is exactly where I want these other screws here. So it is going to be pretty hard to line that up. So I just need to be really careful. Okay. Maybe I tape it down. Dip-a-dip-boo. Taping it down. Work smarter, not harder. All right, then let's just send up a prayer that still fits. Yep, works. It works. All right. Okay. Great. Now we do the fun stuff. Time to wire it up. I think everything makes sense there, so I'm just gonna scooch these guys over again. So I think I'll be able to access everything back here. That's the power, where the power goes in, and that's the power that I'm eventually gonna plug into the back of here. The absolute worst case scenario is I have to take this off again and flip it around. But yeah, this is gonna go here. I'm gonna run power, hopefully up through here into there. That's my goal. It might be really stupid that I'm doing it that way, but I don't really want the power to run into the front because I think that feels silly. And then I'm gonna run the power out through there. And this obviously has to be in the back. That's my goal. We'll see, I might change this in a few days. Or whenever I have my next gig. So, oh my goodness. See, my fingers are pretty small, but this is still a little like... There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. All right. So here's kind of like just the example of how tight it is. So I'm trying to just unplug that, make life easier for me. I just don't think that I have made the clearance to let this happen. I'm just confused. I'm more confused as to why. Oh, there we go. So now I can... I'm doing. So now I have plenty of clearance if I keep the wings up like that. Yes. All right. Cool. So now this is getting pretty secure. It's a little hinge right now. I'm just gotta put one more in because I only have one more at this point. Is I lost one. I'm gonna put it over here. Scoot it forward. Stay tuned, but yeah, it looks really nice. I'm gonna have the pedals just up here. Get that out of there. And my pedals up there like that. Gonna have my amp back there, my always on back row, my need to access and turn on and off frequently front row, Happy days are here again. I think it looks really great and functional. Personally, yeah. Nice. All I will have to do is Velcro everything. It looks so nice. Goodwood audio. Thanks so much. All right, well that wasn't so bad. I always kind of get frustrated with myself when I have to drill holes and things. Like, it stresses me out. You just Velcro that down. Dual lock is recommended. But I obviously didn't do that. My thing is, I do still want to go to the hardware store. I want to get shorter screws, because I just think they are a little on the long side. That's the only real thing that I had. My power supply obviously still fits just fine with it. Actually, it's like really secure to the point where like I probably wouldn't really need to like Velcro down the power supply. So maybe I don't. Maybe it's for the best. Honestly, it's recommended that the lift goes on the back row. Obviously, I put it on the front row because I didn't really like how I didn't really want. I need to have the amp on the back row, the Milkman, the amp on the back row, because all of the routing goes out there for when I do DI gigs. So like that needed to go on the back row. I didn't want the amp on the lift directly because the amp is deeper than the lift, but it's perfect for those pedals on that front row. So I'm really, really happy with that. Those are the only pedals I consistently turn on and off during gigs. Like the Enzo I control from the 4-button preset switcher. The Halberd is always on because it's perfect. And then everything else in the front row, those are the only things that I switch, and that's why I made it that way. But yeah, I really like it took a little bit of time, and all of the extra time it took was completely my fault. Completely my fault. I should have done the damn drill template. Yeah. What can I say? I really just wanted to do it myself. So now you know why you should use a drill template first. I even have a printer. I actually do own a printer now. I didn't when I got the lift. I did when I installed it. This is completely my fault. What else do I have to say about it? It looks so nice. It's really lightweight, so it's not really going to add any heft to the board, which is fantastic. I got everything wired up really nicely. I just need to get some more sticky soft Velcro to put down. I just need to finish wiring up the power part of it. I'm not really in a particular rush to do that because I don't have any Sunday Crush gigs on the calendar right now, but you know, I'm excited to start gigging with it. It's going to be a much better power solution than I had, which was again, literally just having, like, I can't tell you how wacky it was, like having the power supply either next to the board or like kind of underneath it, but like wobbling because the power supply is thicker. Like I had used some foam and longer screws to try to like make my flat board kind of like taller. Didn't work. Well, it kind of worked. Didn't work well. So this is my solution. I'm very happy about it. It was worth the effort. So yeah, thanks to Goodwood Audio for sending that. Sorry it took so long to make the demo. Please join their email list so when there's more stuff like that, you'll be the first to know. That's my big recommendation. Yeah, thanks for, please like, comment, subscribe below. Check us out on patreon.com/getoffset. Check out our merch at getoffsetpodcast.com/shop. Thanks for watching. Thanks for understanding. Until next time, my name is Emily. Goodbye.